My name is Mayukh, Mayukh. It is pronounced and remembered as my ukulele, Mayukh. That's very easy to remember if you think of it that way. I am somebody who is in the fintech industry, in the tech industry, but who is also an artist on the side. I have a couple of YouTube channels where I post content, but I've never done something like this before where I talk into a camera, so this is really hard for me. But I'm trying to be more um, mindful, conscious, and in trying to step out of my comfort zone in trying to do this. So let's see how it goes. As an artist, I consider myself multidisciplinary. These are words that I've never used for myself. All along the way, ever since I picked up a guitar, I have always wanted to sing. I've always wanted to play the guitar. I've always wanted to write my own songs, and that's what I've been trying to do for a very, very long time. And that's all I do. Like, I just go to YouTube and my social media and post songs. And I have never ever interacted with my channel. I do not have a lot of followers, even though my channel has been around for maybe 12-15 years. This current channel doesn't even have 500 subscribers, and my other channel where I post my original content, it doesn't even have 200. So this is my channel link, the other channel where I post my original content. So I'm 35 years old, and at that age where most of my friends are married, have kids, some of them have 2 or 3 kids, some of them are already divorced. So in the midst of all of this, in the midst of people starting their own lives, I am still somebody who is trying to do everything that I want, and for some reason it feels like I'm still getting started. I have been busy. I have kept myself busy in the creative aspect of life, and I've loved doing it. Ever since I remember, I have been somebody who has loved creating things, especially from scratch, and that means like anything. That I loved origami as a kid. I enjoyed like painting and sketching, arts and crafts. So these were, I think, the outlets that I had at one point of time, which got replaced a lot by music once I was in high school. I took up the guitar, I started singing, I started learning how to play it, and believe me, I have had probably 6 months of lessons on the guitar, and that's it. The rest of it is something that I've taught myself. I've taught myself how to do music production, I used to be in a band at one point of time where I played the bass, where I played the drums at one point of time. I took up the ukulele in way back before anybody even played it in my city. So I am from the city of Calcutta, in the state of West Bengal in India. I was born there and I grew up there. I went to school over there. I moved out for my first job to the city of Pune in 2012, and then in 2016 I moved to the US, and I've been here since. The best thing that has happened when I moved out over here is I have been able to pay attention to my work-life balance. It's something that I really enjoy, and I believe it makes me a better person. If I were just to be slaving away, working away at a computer, I don't think I would be loving life. I enjoy all the other pursuits that I get to do after work, and I'm really grateful for this. I get the time to explore avenues that I have never explored in my life. I took up boxing, I took up dancing, and these are things that I've never thought of doing earlier in my life, but I really enjoy this now. So after work, you'll usually find me at the boxing gym, or dancing, or working on music. I also write poetry, and I doodle and paint on my iPad. These are things that I really enjoy doing, and it has kept me alive, I would say, for all this time. So at that age where everybody is still busy and everybody's starting their own lives, I am still doing all of these things. I am still focused on my career, making sure that it goes well. I love doing what I do, but I also enjoy, working as an artist in different forms and creating things. I'm somebody who has no formal training in music. I've had 6 months of guitar lessons, no singing lessons ever. I did not go to writing school. I did not learn how to write lyrics or poetry, and I started my own blog way back in high school, and obviously, like, it's with a lot of stories, a lot of tales that you hear. Most of my writing started because of a girl in my life, and I'm glad, that she came into my life and got me into this. I started blogging very regularly and writing poetry, and I really enjoyed it, and I kept it up. I also consider myself somebody who wants to have tangible outcomes to things that I do. While I'm not somebody who likes to have expectations, at the end of the day, we are all human, and I believe that living a life without expectations is the best way to live. And trusting the process, trusting the journey that you're on is the best thing that you can do for yourself. But I love the fact that sometimes you can have tangible outcomes to your art, and I am very proud and very grateful for the fact that I've been able to do these things for myself. I am very proud of the fact that I have had a career which has supported my artistic endeavors, and a lot of people don't get to do that, and I am very grateful, very thankful that I have been on this path. I have a few things to show for it along the journey. A few years ago, I published my first book of poetry. This is all self-publishing, so there's no publishers involved, there's no agents involved, but it feels good to have something tangible in my hand. This is something that I've made from scratch. The first book of poetry is called Overlap. It's a collection of poems. I did the formatting myself, I did the artwork myself, the writing, the designing of the book, all of it myself. A few years later, I also published a second book called Tomato Sun. Again, designing, formatting, everything was me, and I really enjoyed this whole process. At the age of 30, I also released an EP called Out of Words. I did the photo shoot myself, I did the editing, the designing, of the labels and the CD, all of it by myself, and it does take up a lot of time because I don't do it full time. I do it on in the evenings once I'm done with work, or at middle of the night when everybody's gone off to sleep. So that's the time when I come alive, and it has definitely cost me a lot of hours of sleep, but it's something that I really enjoy, and I am very grateful for the fact that I've been able to continue doing this. So I'm in possession of this book called The Artist's Way. I found a YouTube channel where somebody had done The Artist's Way and talked about how it helped them overcome creative blocks, and I thought about getting it for myself and doing the book. There's 11 weeks of activities to do in the book, and please excuse the stops in my sentences and when I talk. I am not used to talking on camera. I'm not used to just talking like this, and I am very nervous right now. So The Artist's Way, I bought the book last week, and I read the introduction today as a starter. Somehow the topic of this book also came up at an open mic that I was at on Sunday, and I felt it was like one of the divine intervention things where I'm getting signs that this book is something that I need to pay attention to. So I am going to be doing this activity for 11 weeks, and I will be trying to document everything. I do have some travels planned in the future. Those might interfere with it, but I'm going to try and be as consistent as possible and disciplined as possible with this. Before I sign off, my name is Mayukh. My original music is on my YouTube channel called Indigo Train, right here. I am looking forward to doing the artist's way and documenting it and talking more about my journey, the art that I do, discussing more about even the paintings, the digital paintings that I make, talking about the process that I go through when I am trying to write a song or trying to make a guitar progression, things like that. I will try and document all of these things, but the priority is always going to be for the next few weeks the creator's way, and a spiritual path to higher creativity. Hopefully that comes true, and I am able to absolutely embrace that feeling and stay there, and so that the creativity never fades and this journey can always continue without gigantic creative blocks.